What's up? What's up? How we doing? It's time for another Life Lifter. Hey, thank you for taking 3, 4, 5 minutes out of your busy schedules to watch these videos, to stay inspired and charged up, and to just get some motivation to finish the week strong. This one is going to be super short and sweet. It's going to be basic. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to read a poem to you today. And I'm not a super, poetic guy, but I think this one is great. And I think this one applies, and I think this is just a good reminder, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard this one before, but it is such a good reminder of just making what we've got out in our life, the time that we've got, making the most of it, and waking up every day and just bringing it, and bringing it passionately, and just living life to the fullest every single day, because our dash is short. We don't live forever. Our dash is short. So here's what I want you to do. Before we get going, I want you to pause the video. I want you to Google search the dash, print it off, and read along with me. This is also going to be your homework that for the next 7 days, I want you to wake up and read this in the morning. Kickstart your day. Takes 35 seconds to read this, a minute to read this. Wake up and read this for the next 7 days. Hit pause, go to Google, type in the dash, print it off, and let's get rolling. I'm going to read it to you. I want you to read it with me right now. Here we go. It's entitled The Dash. It says this: I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of her birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth. And now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the cash, the house. What matters is how we live in love and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real, and always try to understand the way other people feel, and be less quick to anger, and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? Short, sweet, to the point. I think that poem is fantastic, though. It's just bringing things back home and hitting us back with reality. If you're going through tough times right now, get smacked with reality. It's just a season. It's just for a time, whether it's a day, a week, a year, 2 years. It's just a glimpse on our dash of time. We've only got so many years that we all get to live. Some of us get a few more years than others. But you can think back right now quickly to, man, it feels like just yesterday I was graduating high school. Or just yesterday I was in college. Or just yesterday, man, I remember walking down the aisle getting married. Or just yesterday I was playing in the yard with my 5-year-old. Or just yesterday it was this or that or the other. Life goes by so quick, man. It goes by so quick, and it's so tough for us just to sit down and soak it in and go, man, how do we want to be remembered? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of these questions right now. Jot down answers if you can. Think of these questions. How do you want to be remembered? What legacy do you want to leave when you pass on from this life? What legacy do you want to leave? When people talk about you, what are the top 3 things you want them to have remembered? What are the top 3 things that you want to have them describe you as? Or the traits that you possess, or the character that you possess, or just who you were as a person. Man, so-and-so was like this, and he was like this, and he was a person of this. And finally, who do you want to have an impact on? Who do you want to impact, and how do you want to impact them? With your dash, with your time that you're allotted. Because we don't know. It could be 10 years from now. It could be 40 years from now. It could be tomorrow. We don't know how much time we've got left. Anything could happen. You all know those stories where somebody was hit by a car, some freak accident. You never know. Are you using your dash wisely? Are you impacting the people around you? Are you waking up every day going, this could be my last day here on earth. This could be my last day. Having those encounters with your friends, your family, your coworkers, the people that you live with. How are you going to use your dash? How are you going to spend your dash? And what legacy do you want to leave behind? Soak it in. Think about it. That's your challenge, is to take this. Hopefully you print it off. For the next 7 days, wake up, spend 45 seconds and read it. And read it. And just bring reality back in that life is short and we need to live inspired. Another life lifter for you. We'll see you guys next week. Hey, make today count.